Have you ever gazed upon the Star of David and wondered about its origins? Was it always a symbol of Judaism, or does it have a deeper, more mystical past? What if I told you that this emblem is linked to an ancient legend of power, a lost biblical symbol, and a mysterious celestial deity? Join us on a journey through time as we uncover the hidden history of the Star of David, the enigmatic Seal of Solomon, and the shadowy Star of Remphan, symbols that have shaped civilizations, carried spiritual weight, and sparked controversy for centuries. Symbols carry stories, and stories shape civilizations. The Star of David, one of the most recognized symbols in the world, has long been associated with Jewish identity. But its journey from obscurity to prominence is far more mysterious than most people realize. Before it became an icon of Judaism, the six-pointed star was a mystical symbol found across ancient cultures, linked to sacred geometry, divine protection, and even supernatural power. But what about the Seal of Solomon? Legends tell of a ring bearing this symbol that granted King Solomon control over demons, spirits, and the forces of nature. Could this legendary seal be connected to the Star of David? And what of the Star of Remphan, a symbol briefly mentioned in biblical texts, condemned as a sign of idolatry? What secrets lie behind these celestial emblems? In this video, we will explore the origins of these symbols, tracing their presence in ancient texts, mystical traditions, and archaeological discoveries. We will uncover the layers of meaning that have transformed them from forgotten relics into powerful cultural icons. The Star of David, or Magen David, is a hexagram, a six-pointed star formed by two interlocking triangles. Today, it is synonymous with Judaism and the State of Israel. But its origins are surprisingly obscure. Unlike the menorah or the Ark of the Covenant, the Star of David is not mentioned in the Hebrew Bible. So where did it come from? Historians have traced the six-pointed star back thousands of years, appearing in various ancient civilizations. In Mesopotamia, hexagrams were used as protective symbols on amulets. In India, they appeared in Hindu and Buddhist traditions as representations of cosmic balance. Even in Egypt, hexagrams were inscribed on temples dedicated to the gods. The first known Jewish use of the hexagram dates back to the 3rd century CE, where it appeared in a synagogue mosaic in Galilee. However, it wasn't until the Middle Ages that the Star of David gained recognition in Jewish communities. In the 12th century, Kabbalistic scholars began attributing spiritual significance to the shape, interpreting the interlocking triangles as a representation of the divine relationship between God and humanity. By the 17th century, the Star of David had become a common symbol in Jewish communities across Europe. It was used to mark synagogues, manuscripts, and religious texts. But it wasn't until the rise of the Zionist movement in the 19th century that it was officially adopted as a Jewish national emblem, eventually becoming the central symbol on the flag of Israel in 1948. Unlike the Star of David, the Seal of Solomon is steeped in legend and supernatural lore. According to Jewish, Islamic, and Christian traditions, King Solomon, the wisest ruler of ancient Israel, possessed a magical ring engraved with a divine seal. This ring supposedly gave him control over spirits, allowing him to command jinn and demons to build the first temple of Jerusalem. The earliest references to Solomon's ring appear in the Testament of Solomon, an apocryphal text from the 1st to 3rd centuries CE. The stories claim that the ring, inscribed with a powerful symbol, often described as a hexagram or pentagram, allowed Solomon to heal the sick, decipher hidden knowledge, and control supernatural forces. Over time, the Seal of Solomon became a powerful symbol in Islamic traditions, appearing on amulets and protective charms. European alchemists and occultists later adopted it, associating it with magical practices and secret knowledge. Some scholars suggest that Jewish communities adopted the hexagram as a sacred symbol, partly due to its earlier association with Solomon's wisdom and divine authority. However, while the Star of David became a religious and national emblem, the Seal of Solomon remained largely within esoteric and mystical traditions. The Star of Remphan is perhaps the most enigmatic and controversial of the three symbols. Unlike the Star of David or the Seal of Solomon, the Star of Remphan is mentioned in biblical texts, but not in a positive light. In Acts 7:43, Stephen, the first Christian martyr, condemns the Israelites for their idolatry, saying, You took up the tabernacle of Moloch and the star of your god Remphan. This passage echoes Amos 5:26, where the Israelites are accused of worshipping a foreign deity instead of the true God. But what was the Star of Remphan? Some scholars believe it refers to the worship of celestial bodies, particularly the planet Saturn, which was associated with Mesopotamian and Canaanite deities. Others suggest that it was a symbol adopted from Babylonian or Egyptian religious traditions. Over time, certain interpretations have tried to link the Star of Remphan to the hexagram, claiming that it represents an ancient form of idolatry. However, there is little concrete evidence to suggest a direct connection between this biblical condemnation and the later Jewish use of the Star of David. The hexagram is a geometric shape, but throughout history, it has been imbued with vastly different meanings. Some people claim that the Star of David originated from the Seal of Solomon, yet historical records show that the two were often considered separate symbols. Others argue that the hexagram was linked to the Star of Remphan, painting it as an idolatrous symbol, though there is no direct evidence of this connection. Over time, myths and misconceptions have obscured the true origins of these symbols. Anti-Semitic conspiracy theories have falsely linked the Star of David to occultism, while some religious groups continue to debate whether its origins are purely Jewish or borrowed from older traditions. The Star of David, the Seal of Solomon, and the Star of Remphan, three symbols, deeply rooted in history, each carrying its own legacy. The Star of David emerged as a Jewish emblem, evolving over centuries from mystical traditions to a national icon. The Seal of Solomon, shrouded in legend, became a symbol of supernatural power and wisdom. And the Star of Remphan, condemned in biblical texts, remains a mysterious and controversial enigma. These symbols remind us of the ever-changing nature of history, how meanings evolve, and how beliefs shape identities. Are they merely geometric patterns, or do they hold hidden truths waiting to be rediscovered? What do you think? Are these symbols more than what meets the eye? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more historical deep dives. Until next time.